is poetry. So I'm going to take some time today to give you a couple examples of 3 different kinds of poetry that you can do and in your output pages. Just remember, output pages are on the left-hand side, and it goes along with our anchoring that we do on the right-hand side. Once again, I have my supplies, crayons, glue if I need it, and I have a few things from home in my little bag that I brought again. So actually, you just pretty much need crayons and your pencil for this one if you want, or you can decorate it up a little bit like I'm going to do with some of my things from home. So go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to connect to fractions, because on the right hand side is what we would have done with our teacher. And so I'm going to go ahead and do my first poem on fractions. There's a couple things you need to remember, and that is that there's no markers can be used unless you use it on another piece of paper that you glue in, and also that you only do it on the left hand side. Don't forget, you want to be creative, colorful, and connect your thinking and of what you learned. So if we learned about fractions, I'm going to connect it to over here, fractions. So here's a paper that I brought home from home, and the first poem I'm going to show you is a acrostic poem, and it's done very simply. So let's see if I can show you this one first. Okay, so what I did here was my acrostic poem. I wrote down the word fraction, and then I wrote phrases or words that go with it using those letters. So I have fractions are fun, equal parts, always equal parts, fraction line equals divide, numerator, I see them everywhere, parts of a whole, and denominator. And then I brought these fun little dots from home that I just glued on to decorate. So that's one of the type of poems that you can do. And once again, creative, colorful, and it connected to my anchoring page that I did with my teacher and my classmates. So now let's go ahead and do another one. And the next one we're going to do is I'm going to connect it to place value, and this one I'm going to do is called a haiku. And the thing you need to know about a haiku is that it needs to have a certain amount of syllables per line. So it's only 3 lines. Okay, so the haiku is 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. So I'm going to have to think. The best way to do this is to brainstorm a bunch of words that you could use that have to do with place value.
Put numbers in a place. Numbers in a place. maybe thousands, hundreds. Could maybe hundreds, 10,000. Once, tens, thousands, hundreds. Once, tens, thousands, hundreds, or hundreds. Where can your digit be? Numbers in a place. Once, tens, thousands, or hundreds. Every digit has its place. Digits have its place.
Okay, so as you can see, I finished up this. I did the haiku. Remember, it's 3 sentences is all it is. So the first sentence has to have 5 syllables, the first line. The second line has to have 7 syllables, and the third line has to have 5 syllables. Numbers in a place, ones, tens, hundreds, or thousands. Digits have their place. So I have 5, 7, 5. And then I brought some stickers from home. I used my crayons. I decorated. So therefore it was creative, colorful, and it connected to my thing. And now you know how to do a math haiku. So let's continue on with the third poem that we're going to do. The next poem I'm going to do, we're going to connect to money. So we're going to pretend that this side was about money, and I'm going to do a rhyming poem about money. Once again, you'll probably want to use some scratch paper so you can think of some words to use. And I just brought the scratch paper from home. So I'm just doing a silly rhyming poem. I went to the bank to get money so I could give it to my honey. I spent a dime on a lime. I gave my friend a nickel and I got a tickle. Now, all I have left is a penny. So then what I could do is I could fold this up and I can put it in my little pocket poem so Miss Dierks or your teacher can pull it out and read your little pocket poem. And there we go. So once again, creative, colorful, and it's connected to my learning and my thinking that I did over here on this page with my teacher and my peers about money. So now we've done 3 poems. So let's go ahead and refresh your memory about the poems we did. The first poem I did was, we did the acrostic poem. We did a haiku. And we did a rhyming poem. So there's 3 poems that you can do and be creative with. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed learning about the 3 poems we talked about today, and you get busy and do some of those in your output pages. Don't forget, there's a couple rules: no markers. You need to make sure that you're only doing it on the left hand side, and then of course the 3 C's. That is colorful, creative, and it connects to your learning and your thinking. Thanks for stopping by at Camp Snoopy, and we'll see you again when we do another one of our output choices. Thanks. Enjoy, kids.